What do you do for yourselves as leaders when you're still hitting those hard times, because we never become immune to the trials and challenges of life? It keeps throwing mud and curveballs. How do you keep holding on to the hope and the reality of who Christ is and what he's done for you in the middle of storms?
My last storm was just before I ran the conference in Christchurch. It was called Ignite the Fire, and you know, I was being disqualified by the deceiver and the prince of lies of who are you, who do you think you are, what do you think you're doing, nobody's going to turn up, you're going to end up with a huge bill, blah, blah, blah. And I started believing those lies. And I don't fall easily, and this was the first time I've been in depression since my life changed. And I started believing these lies. I had to turn my phone off. I stayed in my room for 6 days. I kept the curtains closed. I couldn't speak to anybody. And I'm the person going around telling everybody to speak up and share it and ring and contact. Don't isolate. I knew all of this. I knew all of that. But I just couldn't reach out. And because I had to keep showing face that things were going to go ahead okay. I was living lies. I was living fake. And you know, I went to church. I went to the C3 church in Manukau. I said to my wife, she was locking me in our property. I couldn't get out of my own property. I didn't want to, but nobody could get in. I was safe. This was every day. I was back in jail, and I said to her on a Friday, I said, "Hey, listen, I've got to go to Auckland and unwind." And so we came up, and long story short, we had a nice couple of days together, and then we went to church. And while we were at church at C3 in Manukau, while the worship was on, I just prayed in tongues. And then the Lord got me and showed me what he'd brought me through. So I tell anybody to go back and start thinking about what he's brought you through already, and to grow your faith again, strengthen your faith. And he showed me what he'd brought me through and where I was that day. Yeah. And I'd overcome it there and then, just like that. It was gone, done and dusted. Because I got my faith built again, because my faith was struggling. My belief had never changed, but we get robbed of our faith, and we're all challenged by it. And but just go back into your life and look back at what he's brought you through, some of these massive challenges. He will not leave you, because he said that, I will not leave you. And here's a role for us all to do, you know, and we can't do it. We're stuck inside a room and not getting up and keeping the curtains pulled. Yeah.